By the way, the president's proposals aren't the only thing changing. So is the president. He's gone from no drama Obama to at least more drama Obama, calling out Republicans and all but taking names. Listen to this.
They're making the same calculation they made just before my inauguration. If I fail, they win. Well, they might think that this will get them to where they want to go in November. But it won't get our country going where it needs to go in the long run.
All right, that's the president getting dramatic. So, but it is a change, right? You could clearly see the emotion there. It was like hitting a crescendo. Anyway, it is different, right? To the Fox Biz All-Stars, Mike Norman, Susie Coelho, and Johnny Honig. Jonathan, what do you make of the president's new tone?
Well, you know, Neil, the president loves to paint the Republicans as obstructionists, but there is a very fundamental difference here in philosophy. The president wants to continue down the road of government intervention, government spending, government stimulus, and we know it hasn't worked. Objectively, we know it hasn't worked. So he not only appeals to anger at the Republicans, but also to pity. I mean, today's speech almost suggested that if you don't support the president's programs, you don't care about poor people, you don't care about people in need. From my estimation, it's a very weak argument to make a case for more spending simply based on an emotional response.
Susie?
Yeah. Well, I think clearly, Neil, Obama is desperate. Does he really think that focusing on his past is going to make us feel his pain? I'm sorry, but he's the one causing the pain. I mean, he's been focusing, his preoccupation's been on cap and trade, health care, and it's not helped the rebound of the job market. He needs to cut spending. There's just no discipline being used here, no ethical discipline. He needs to not increase taxes on anyone, and he needs to not continue to create government jobs that are just going to burden the Americans with more debt.
All right, guys, I don't want to debate the pros and cons of more stimulus spending. I know, Mike Norman, you're a near and dear issue to you. But, Mike, I do want to talk about what I like about you, whether you agree or disagree with you on some of these. You're very passionate about it. You make a very passionate argument for it.
Which he wasn't, right?
That's my point.
Yeah.
He needs to look at the American people and just say,
go up there, fire and brimstone.
Where's the fire and brimstone?
And he waits a year and a half.
He could use a little Italian.
Right.
I don't see it. I would say, go up and go, hey, you know what's going on here? I don't like it any more than you do. Here's what I'm going to do, bada bing.
And he waits
None of that.
18 months or a year, right? He's allowed the minority party to frame the debate on the economy.
Right. People like Jonathan Honig
to frame the stimulus,
yes.
to frame the perception of deficit spending. He's allowed the minority.
I want him to be just like you are now. I want him to be.
His speeches in the campaign. Remember his speeches in the convention, which launched his political campaign.
And there's no fire now.
But Mike,
fire's out.
So Neil, how does he frame it now? He says that you're a cruel person if you don't support more spending. No, Mike, it's essentially framed as an ad hominem attack.
You know, the earth is flat with you. You know, we went from a negative growth to a positive growth. We didn't create a lot of jobs, but we did start to create jobs.
Fine. I'm not going to. You know what, guys? I'm not going to do. I'm not going to do the debate on stimulus. And I know that's just now you're getting petulant. Jonathan, here's what I want to say to you. I am just saying that the president needs to put some emotion into it. That's, in other words, not enough to say all this stuff has worked, but to go back and be really emotional. I get the idea I'm being lectured by my economics professor.
You had no conviction.
Right, but it is emotional, Neil. It's an appeal to pity. We'll hear about struggling families. We'll hear about working homeowners.
I want to hear him yelling and screaming. I want to hear him yelling and screaming. That's what I mean. I mean, if you really feel passionate, Mayor Koch, I don't care whether you're Democrat or Republican, when he was mayor, and he would go out on strike with the strikers and help the people who were needed to get their garbage collected.
Right.
He was one of us. He was into it. He was impassioned about it. That's what we need.
Want to see. That's what leadership is about, right? That's what leadership is about. That's what people want to see.
You know what? Turn on a Eliminate, Mike. Turn on a reality show if you want to see a president who's screaming and yelling. That's not how leaders govern.
Go ahead, Susie.
Neil, listen, it's like a sheep, what was the expression, the sheep in wolf's clothing or something? The point is, I'd rather
Which is weird, because the sheep presumably already has the wolf clothing.
I'm not good with expression.
No, I know what you're saying.
How about
FDR, I think the point is, I want to see where this guy is at, because I don't want to, We don't trust this. I don't trust the president, and I don't trust somebody who changes his viewpoint when the polls are down. I would rather see where he's at so that we know what we're up against.
How about, Neil? We have only the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Well, take a page out of FDR. Take a page out of JFK. It's not what you could do. It's what your country, what you can do for your country. I mean, nothing there.
Right.
Nothing
and that's it. That's it. That is it's the collectivist notion. It's appeal to emotion, not to reason, and certainly not to economics.
Well, there is always the Darth Vader route. You know, like everyone.
But we're not stupid.
All right. Well, I wish we had more time.
Statistics.